Hola. So I didn't do a video diary last night because yesterday was a pretty crazy day, and my friend Mitchell um, and Brendan and TJ came over. And Mitchell is somebody that I used to slash have always kind of talked to. P.S. TJ's moving in. Hi, TJ.
I'm not moving
TJ's coming in. TJ's gonna be here for a week or two, um, or something like that. Anyhow, so he's gonna be in the background. Pay no mind. But point being, so yesterday, I was having. Yesterday was one of the first days that I felt kind of normal again. I felt like my happy self again, and I don't know why. I don't know where it came from. I feel like at the end of the day, it was because Mitchell had a little bit to do with it, and I'm still kind of confused as to whether or not that's okay. I don't know. TJ, get out of the background. Everybody looking at you. Anyhow, so he stayed over last night, and I came to this kind of revelation yesterday about why he and I had never fully been together. Because the truth is, my friend Mitchell, I really, really like a lot. In every way, he's intriguing, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and he really intrigues me just in general. And I feel like he's someone that's more of an equal, whereas when I usually date, I feel like we're in two different places, and I feel like he and I see things very similarly, and we challenge each other, and he's really good at challenging me to do things out of my comfort zone, which I really, really like. But he's also quite a bit shorter than me. He's Asian, and he's a bisexual guy, and I'm kind of the first guy I think that he's really messed with. But he doesn't have all those usual issues. And that all kind of made me uncomfortable, also because I'm supposed to be the top in the relationship. And being the top in the relationship, I guess, for the most part, I don't want to label it because I don't think he would label it. But if I'm taking the more aggressive role, which I enjoy doing, it still makes me kind of uncomfortable. There's a lot of anxiety that builds up in me when I feel like I have to be that person and always perform. So I don't know. I don't know. It makes me kind of uncomfortable. But I've held back for a long time with him, although I really kind of like him. And I just also because he's not as conventionally as a. That's a lie. I think he's really cute. He's right. He's not conventionally attractive, and I feel like for a long time I was so caught up in the vanity of what I wanted my boyfriend to look like and be like, and how I wanted us to be perceived, and all that. Um, and I was worried that we wouldn't look good together, or things would be awkward, or the fact that I was taller and maybe and more effeminate, and him being shorter and more masculine would be an issue. And it's funny that I've held myself back from that for so long. But with the guy that I had just previously spoken to, this guy named Chris, I thought quite the opposite. Where I thought he was extremely attractive to me, and he pacified and validated me in many ways, although it wound up not happening in the end. I guess physically, and I feel like physically is where I had the most issues. I guess the concept and the idea that a man so attractive was also attracted to me was very validating to my ego and to my physical being, and and I didn't think about that until afterwards, because the thing is, Chris and I don't really think are very compatible. He's a Cancer, I'm a Libra, he's emotional. I'm emotional too, but not like that. I'm not as erratic. I don't know. We didn't, everything wasn't eye to eye. But I was going to look past all of that and try to picture myself with him for a long time, just because of how attractive I thought he was, and how much, I don't know. But why is that okay? Why is it okay for me to try to see myself for a long time with someone and try to work hard and put all of myself, really all of myself, into something and someone because of how attractive they are physically? And why wouldn't I do that for someone that I know that I'm compatible with and I really like, that I also think is attractive? but I'm not sure if everyone else would think he's attractive. How big of an issue is that? I am sexually attracted to him too. I'm really sexually attracted to him because that was the question that Brandon posed to me was, are you sexually attracted to him? Are you really sexually attracted to him? Are you really into him? And I think I really am into him, but I still have to figure out some things in my head with all of this. Uh, why do I have an issue with it being so easy? I guess I'm supposed to fight for it. You only get the love that you think you deserve, I suppose. And I've pushed off guys that treated me better than I thought I guess I deserved to be treated. That sucks. It's really unfortunate for them because I become a heartbreaker, and it's unfortunate for me because I still don't feel worthy of deserving love. It's pretty crazy. But I don't know. I guess those are the revelations. Anyway, so he stayed over last night. We had a lot of fun. I was pretty wasted. Had a lot of glasses of wine. I don't even remember portions of the night, but I do know that when I was with him, I was fully present and I was having a lot of fun. So that was last night. That's why I didn't post last night. I should have posted while he was here, but I was too drunk. Okay, that'll be it. I'm probably going to post later tonight on what happened today, but that was yesterday. Yesterday was May 31st, Tuesday, May 31st, and that's what this post was for. I think that's it. Oh, I'm reading the book Intuition by Osho, O-S-H-O, and I had some pretty good revelations. That was also part of the reason I was at the place where I was yesterday, was because I was reading that book and it was really starting to, which led into me talking to Mitchell later that night, make me understand the difference and the separation between your intuition, your, your intuition, your instinct, and your intellect, and how humanity as a whole spends a lot of time working on intellect and trying to prove things that they can't necessarily prove, and they will never be proven. Then there's your intuition, which knows all. There are certain things that your intuition handles that you never have to handle. That it's just kind of natural and intrinsic in you. And I think I'm just babbling now. But anyways, your intuition is where you want to learn to live in more. And stop spending so much time on intellect. We spend so much time trying to pacify this intellect, this idea, this logic, this reason, this science, when truly, if certain things were meant to be figured out, we probably would have figured them out already. We haven't really come up with any genius concepts or themes. And the fact that we keep trying to explain intuition with intellect is kind of silly, because physical things cannot express, cannot permeate into a higher level, which would be intuition. That's kind of what it was saying. I'm trying to understand that. And instinct was even more interesting to me, which is kind of the lower level of them. But instinct is, it's funny how intelligent, if you will, or advanced instinct is, because instinct is what makes us breathe. We don't leave things like breathing or our heart beating or our blood flowing up to intellect, because intellect can't even handle simple things like that. It would forget. It's not advanced enough. Funny that we spend so much time focusing on all of our intellect, focusing everything on our intellect, and ignore things like intuition and ignore things like instinct, because instinct is even more advanced. I couldn't remember to breathe when I was sleeping. My brain couldn't handle trying to figure out how to take all of the particles from my food that I eat and place them into the different parts of my body where they need to go. I would never leave that up to my brain. Got to start focusing more on our intuition and on our instinct. Intellect is not focus. I don't know what that means. I do, kind of, but I'm still figuring it out. But there's my intellect trying to figure it out. Who knows? Okay, that's all. Deuces!